It's probably this. This is safer. If we get a Yumi early, I'm gonna be a bit up. It's fine, guys. It's fine. It's fine. I'm okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is just going to be a quick one going over some basic positioning that you guys should know. So recently I've been streaming on Twitch and a lot of people have been asking me about my positioning and why I solo frontline a lot of units. And so in this video I'm just going to be covering how the unit's abilities interact, as well as some other things including item interaction that you need to know about in order to maximize your positioning, mainly focused around early game. However, I will of course go over some of the later game units. And this is just a basic positioning guide. Of course there's infinite things that you need to know about, but these are some crucial ones that you should definitely know. So of course some basic positioning knowledge that most of you guys will know is that you put your tanks at the front and your range carries at the back. Nothing new here. However, often it can be better to solo frontline your 2 stars depending on which units you're running. So for example, if you've got Darius at the front, it's actually better to protect your main carry such as Tristana here from Blitzcrank grabs than it is to put that extra Poppy at the front line. The reason is because Darius's ability actually scales with the amount of units that hit him. And so for this reason, it's better that if he's solo frontline 2 star, during stage 2, he won't die and he'll actually often get off 2 to 3 casts anyway, so you get more value out of the unit this way. And if you're using an item such as Morello, you'll actually apply the Morello burn quicker because units generate mana as they take damage. So it's for this reason that if you've got an early Morello slam, then it's often best to solo frontline your Darius, and this can be applied to Camille as well. Camille's the same, where she heals using her ability, and so if you solo frontline a 2-star Camille, you can actually often get a few casts, and by the time she gets down to 1 HP, all of the rest of your units have walked up anyway, and they'll start to share the damage. Knowing when to solo frontline your units is a tough skill that needs to be developed, which can be practiced by either trying it out or watching other people on stream, but a general rule of thumb is that if I 2-star a unit such as Camille or Darius, I'll solo frontline them during stage 2, and sometimes during early stage 3 you can get away with it just depends on the lobby. And moving on to Yordles, which is a common econ opener, if I 2-star my Ziggs early, I'll often frontline him to ensure that he hits his cast as well as gets off a faster one. The problem with backlining your Ziggs when your Poppy and Lulu aren't upgraded means that usually by the time Ziggs casts, he's going to be missing his bomb because it's going to be on a moving target, and Poppy won't be strong enough to solo frontline. That being said though, if you do hit your Darius 2-star or your Poppy 2-star, then of course you can solo frontline them and then you can backline your Ziggs. And when you're playing with Sins, you can actually backline your frontline, as this way it takes the opposition longer to actually walk up and start hitting your tanks, whilst your Sins can dish out more damage. And when you're playing Trundle as your item holder, usually you want to have units to the left and right of him, as this way he takes the least amount of aggro, and because he scales with his ability getting more AD every time he casts, you always want to make sure that Trundle is your last unit alive. You always have a shared frontline when you're carrying your Trundle, as this way you can stall out for the most amount of time. When you're playing the Yone comp, of course you can frontline him if you have a Trap Claw, otherwise putting him in the second row is fine, as this way he's close enough to the action whilst not getting the first aggro, which usually will go to Leona or other frontline. When playing Scion, it's usually safe to center him, otherwise you can put him on the left or right if there's a large clump of units in the corner. When playing Akali, you want her either on the far left or far right, as her ulti dashes across the board, this way she'll get a larger ulti hitting more units. And when you're playing Yuumi, this is what Yuumi's priority looks like. Just make sure that she's on your carry with either the highest amount of attack speed, or if everyone's got around the same attack speed, usually just put her on your tank, just to give that shield to someone important. And those are all the essential ones that I think you guys should know about. Of course, there are many more which I can explain to you guys as I'm doing them live on my Twitch, so make sure to go check that out and down in the description below. But that's it for this short, quick little video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and make sure to stay tuned as I will be posting more in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I look forward to seeing you in the next one.